So when it comes to financing an exchange with delayed completion, there's one strategy which kind of sort of trumps everything else, which is where you do an exchange with a delayed completion for maybe 3 months, 4 months, whatever it may be, and actually go in and do a refurb whilst you're on that exchange. So obviously you need to negotiate that with the vendor, make sure they're happy with it, make sure they're happy for you to go and do the works. But if you can negotiate an exchange with delayed completion whereby you go in and do the refurb, you can actually, in theory, raise the value of the property and then use bridging finance to then bridge against the increased value as opposed to the purchase price. So it may be that you say, well, look, we're exchanging at 150, you go in and do a 25 grand refurb, for example, and it's maybe then worth 150 or 225, whatever it may be, and you then bridge your 75% of that 200, 225, which in theory should be enough to cover that purchase price and potentially also get some of the refurb back out as well. So it massively decreases the amount of deposit you need to put into the deal and actually saves you having to go out and find maybe as many investors. If you do an exchange subject to planning, for example, what you also do is what we mentioned when we were speaking about option agreements, which is where you actually create equity by getting planning and taking the property from being worth X to being worth Y, hopefully a substantial increase by going and getting that planning permission. And again, same as option agreements, that increase in equity that you create is seen as your input into the deal, and development lenders will look at that as your input into the deal. And in theory, again, it will stop you having to go out and find big chunks of investment and having to put in large deposits. So both of those strategies can be ways of reducing deposits and are both really good ways of financing exchanges with delayed completion.